I don't think that was the complete horde, and the rest of it sort of came afterwards for some reason when I logged back in. So I'm not really too sure what that's all about. There we go. They finally just died now. So I have no idea what was going on there. I literally just logged in, turned the game on, and straight away there was a zombie horde. So is that one dead now? Okay. Yep. So I don't know why that happened. I think maybe the first time round it didn't give me the full horde, because as you can see on the game it is day 8, so I'm not sure why I spawned in and there was a mini horde sort of on the spikes. I don't know what was going on there. So yep. Hashtag hello Steve in the comments. Let's say hello to Steve. He's chilling out in our attic here. Look. So I'll have to make sure we say hello to Steve. Alright, let's go back down. So I'm not sure why they were attacking, like I said. I mean it's pretty strange. Because we already had the horde, and then we went and looted some stuff, so I don't really know why they were attacking again. But we can make our bellows now, so I think we'll do that really quick. Let's find out what materials we need for this. We'll make our bellows, and then we can start thinking about making a forge soon as well. So I can't make 2 because I won't have enough. But I can make 1, which is enough anyway. So bellows is being crafted. Let's go ahead and put the materials back in this chest here. Now, I was saying before in the last episode, in episode 15, that I do have plans for when we make the forge and where I'm going to put it. So I will actually show you that in a second, where I'm going to put that. But for right now, I can't show you just yet. Just as there's some few bits that we need to do first before I can actually put the forge in. So let me just find where the forge is. We can make that. Now it's sort of a pain because I want to make the forge now. We need our clay and our pipes. So we have pipes here, and we also have clay in this chest over here. There we go. So yeah, it's a pain because I need to use the forge to make some other things now, but where I place the forge is really important, just because of the screamer zombies being attracted to the forge. So it's really important where I place it. So I don't want to place it just randomly, like say here, because it means all the screamer zombies are going to be pulled to this part of the wall here, and they'll try and break through it all the time just because there's a forge there. But I do have a place that I actually want to put it. So I've got to kind of find a way of how I'm going to do this yet. So I have to do is probably put it let's think here. Okay, we kind of need like another sort of doorway like this one. I might go this way with it and build another doorway here. Now there is a reason for why I'm doing this, but actually I need to go down with this one. So let me just think here what we're gonna do. So you know what, we won't break that one. We'll break this block here. and this one, and this one. Okay, we also need to go and get our other building materials. I forgot to go and get those. So we should have some wood frames still. Let's take those. Excuse me. We need to put the forge back in here for now, and then we'll also need. Do we have a shovel? Yeah, we have a shovel there. We also need wood, so let's go and get some wood out of this chest. So this next project does have to be built before day 14. It's not... Why can't I go down this? There we go. It's not completely essential, but I would like it to be done before day 14 if we can. So that's sort of my goal. I'm going to try and do that. But honestly, guys, it'll be totally worth it. Thinking about it, I don't really want them there. I'm just trying to think of how I want it to sort of look. So actually I want... Let me think about this for a second. Well, I know we need this block out for sure. And then we'll need to take this block out here as well. Okay, that's soil. We need... Let's put our bow up there and take our shovel. See, now I thought that was going to be rock. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just trying to get sort of how I want the design of this thing to look. Right. So now we broke that block out. I need to have this. Yeah, that needs to go from there. Okay, so we also need this block, oops, underneath this one out. And then put that in there. So we also need to go, right, that's soil. So now we can start taking this bit out as well. I'm sure it probably just looks a lot more complicated than it really is, but just bear with me. I'm gonna try and get this sorted out. That was the wrong block. See, it's kind of a pain because I can't do it at the same level. It means I've got to go down. So essentially what we're doing is we're building another hatch, kind of like the other two that we've done, but we're going down with this one and not up. Now the reason why we're going down is, well, it'd be more easier to explain it once I actually get it dug out a little bit more. I can kind of show you more what I mean once we get that actually dug out. So we need this block out of here. Why can I not place a block up in this corner? There we go. So let's make some more wooden frames. We are going to need quite a few. We'll make about 100 or so. Now this shouldn't really take too long to build. At least if I'm not sort of spending too long thinking about where blocks are going to be dug out, where blocks be placed. But just bear with me because obviously, you know, I'm not pre-recording this and then editing it. It's all live, so obviously I want to make sure it's in the right place. Oh, my character's hungry. We're gonna have to go and get some food in a second. So now what I need to do is I need to get this corner in. So since the Screamer zombies are actually attracted to the forge, I was kind of thinking, well, it would make more sense to pull the Screamer zombie and whatever other zombies that she calls when she screams to a particular place. Now, obviously I don't want to pull them to the house, because if I pull them there, they're going to start beating on the wall and they're going to break in. So I thought about this you know, sort of a long while ago when I was playing with a friend of mine, and I came up with an idea of making like a mob grinder. So the idea is that it's going to be a pit sort of further over, which will be an open pit which the zombies can just fall in from the top, but they won't be able to get through from the bottom. So when they fall in, that's it, they're stuck. They won't be able to get out of that. Now what the idea is that when the zombies fall in there, they're going to land on some spikes, which is automatically going to damage them. So then I'm going to have some sort of concrete bars down at the bottom of it, which is where I can reach through the bars and I can still loot the zombies. So what the forge will do is it will pull the zombies towards the mob grinder. They'll drop down the hole, they'll kill themselves on the spikes. If they don't kill themselves, then obviously I can finish them off by hitting them and killing them. And then what will end up happening is I can stand there within the bars and I can just loot them. Now it's a good system, it does work. We've done it on our other episodes before where we've played together and done it, and it has worked. So I'm going to do it on here. Now it's really effective on mob days, because you just stand by the grinder and they'll automatically walk towards the grinder because there's a hole there, and they'll drop in it, which then, you know, that means then they'll drop straight onto the spikes, and it makes it so much easier for us to kill them. But it also means we don't waste any of the loot that they drop, because we can pick it up. Whereas the spikes around the house, I would have to try to either break the spikes or find a way to climb over them with blocks, just to be able to actually loot the zombies. And on Horde night, if there's loads of zombies there, you know, they're going to stack up and they're going to make loads of bodies, and you know, I won't be able to actually get to all of the bodies to be able to loot them all. So doing it this way, it means we can loot every single zombie that actually drops down and hits the grinder. Now you'll get the odd couple that will sort of go off a different direction. They might bump into the spikes on the house, but for the most part, I would say I'd be confident enough in saying that maybe about 98% of the zombies will actually fall down the grinder. So the reason why I don't want to put the forge in is because I want to put the forge underneath the grinder. But in order for the grinder to work effectively, it has to go down like so many blocks. Now, when it goes down so many blocks, what it'll do is it'll add a sort of a fall damage for the zombies. So as they drop down, they're going to get full damage from falling down it in the first place, but they're also then going to get extra damage from the spikes landing on those. So I want to put the forge underneath that. So I need to make enough of a drop for the zombies to fall down, like injure themselves or kill themselves on the spikes, and then once they drop down, you know, I can finish them off or they'll kill themselves. And the whole reason why the forge wants to be underneath the actual spikes is because that's where the screamer will be drawn to. So if it's right underneath the spikes, she's going to fall down the hole, automatically heading that way towards the forge, and she'll scream and pull loads more zombies with her, and they'll all fall down there too and get attracted to it. So I think that's the best place to put the forge, is right underneath the actual grinder. Then that way it's going to pull all of the zombies right to it, which is where I want them to be, rather than around the side of the house. So I'm going to start digging it out in a minute. I might do some of it off camera as well, just because as much as I said I wanted to keep everything live, by doing it off camera a little bit, I think it would be better, just because there's going to be so much that I'm going to have to, and then I'll just cut it back in every now and then to sort of show you the progress of what we're doing. For some reason the video feed just went off, but I think it'll come back on. So of course, like most games, you shouldn't ever really dig down. But I think we'll be okay, because there isn't anything like lava or anything like that on this game, so we should be fine with digging down. We just want to get enough of a drop so that the zombies, when they fall in, will actually injure themselves. It's just trying to find that amount of blocks. I know that they injure themselves from about sort of 38 to 40 blocks is when they would seriously injure themselves. If you go sort of 40 blocks or more, like pushing more towards sort of 60 blocks, that's when most of the time they'll drop down and actually they'll land on the spikes and it'll insta kill them, which that would be great, but then at the same time I want to be able to loot them too, so I want to have time to be able to loot them. I don't want them to just drop down completely, just kill themselves straight away, because I've got to be able to get down this hatch and over to where they are. So I think what we'll do is we'll stop right here, because that seems like an alright drop. It's not too much, but it'll be enough. So like I said, the reason why I kind of wanted to do this a little bit off camera is just because obviously there's going to be a lot of digging, and you know, I don't want it to be painstakingly boring, so we'll see what happens here. So we'll just put a torch up for a second so we can briefly see what's going on. So of course I've got to dig this out the same as up there, to continue this all the way down. So what I'm going to do now is just actually try to jump place these wooden frames all the way back up. So we need to go down one. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we'll just look at where we are. So we kind of want that broke. So we'll dig this out. Of course I don't want to hit the wood if I can help it. And then we just need to take each corner out as well. Okay, so we dig that out just like that. And then what I do is just take one block out, we'll drop down, and then we'll dig out the next row. And it's just sort of a rinse and repeat process. So what I'll do is I'll dig the next one out. And we'll have to do this all the way down to the bottom to where we was. Now I didn't go any further. I could have gone so there was a lot more of a drop, but the reason why I haven't is because obviously it will be painstakingly boring to watch me dig every single one of these blocks out. Now I could of course, like, you know, some of you guys might be sitting there and thinking, well, why don't I just time lapse it and, you know, cut the video back in once most of it is built. I would do that, but because I'm new to doing YouTube videos, and I've only been doing it for a couple of nights now, I'm not too sure how I would take my raw file from the PS4 or take it from YouTube and actually put it onto my computer, use a video editing software to try to time lapse it and then re-upload it back to YouTube again. So I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look how I would actually do all of that, but for at the moment I'm just trying to carry on as normal for now. you know, and I'll try and set it up for future videos, that's for sure. Then you guys don't have to sort of whoops, you guys don't have to sit and watch me try to build this. Okay, so I didn't dig that block out. There we go. Oh, I actually need to leave the center blocks out. Just for the time being. And that's so that I can upgrade the corners. So we'll just keep putting these ones in. So I'm not sure if you can see what's basically forming here. It's basically another sort of ladder system, but instead of it going up, it's going to go down. So this will go all the way down to that hole at the bottom there, and then we'll extend our tunnel going this way, like forwards. Not by many blocks, just by a few, and then that way I can put the grinder in, and then I can set up another tunnel to go underneath the grinder to put the forges in. We'll set our forge room up underneath it. But I've actually just run out of time on this episode, guys, so I'm going to call it here for episode 16. So make sure you like and subscribe, and show me some love and support my channel, and you know, it'll notify you when I upload my next upload. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you in the next one, guys.